Hello and welcome back to WebcastNews. Let's get started. And firstly, in Beyonce news, it's not really news, but it's quite big at the minute for some reason. Unretouched photos of Beyonce from a L'Oreal campaign in 2013 leaked onto the internet a couple of days ago and have caused mass uproar for some reason. It's been reported around about 200 photos have leaked onto the internet, with some people using quite offensive remarks to the pictures, and then the fans of Miss Beyonce saying that this may not even be her and that they shouldn't have leaked out. How much of a fan do you have to be before you start denying that it's the person? And it also looks at, well, I'm pretty sure everybody knew the pictures were Photoshopped. Nobody looks like that in real life. Everyone has flaws. Now, the initial site of where these pictures came onto was the Beyonce World, and they released a statement after taking down the photos again, saying, "We don't want to cause any drama, nor do we wish to start fan wars. Some of the things we have seen posted were just horrible, and we don't want any parts of it. We were just posting the photos to share the fact that our queen is naturally beautiful." I agree with that. At the same time, she's just a regular woman. Well, no kidding! Overall point, really, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't matter. But hey, it's news. And next in the news, more women-related news. Because you know how a while ago, and people always say, bras, are they good or bad? Well, I had a story of them being good and saving someone's life a while ago. Well, now there is a story of them being bad and actually ending someone's life. And this story involves 55-year-old Christina Bond, who accidentally shot herself in the face whilst readjusting her bra holster. And apparently bra holsters are actually quite a popular thing with women now to carry a gun. Now, this actually happened way back on New Year's Day, and she actually passed away the following day. But the news of how the incident actually happened has only just come out. The director of St. Joseph Public Safety Department released a statement in which he said that Mrs. Bond was having trouble adjusting her bra holster, couldn't get it to fit the way she wanted it to, she was looking down at it and accidentally discharged the weapon. I have to say though, just one little thing on this. I'm not meaning to sound harsh here, but how was the holster pointing up and how was the gun going in that way so that it was pointing up? That was a really bad placing of the holster, and no kidding, it needed readjusting. And shouldn't there be a safety catch on the weapon? And finally in the news, some really, terrible news I guess, is a story from India where a couple were getting married and the groom then suffered from an epileptic fit. And then, in a state of anger, the wife-to-be got married to one of the guests. And the full story of this is that 25-year-old Jugal Kishore was getting married to 23-year-old Indira, and they were at the Varmala part of their ceremony, which is where they give each other garlands to wear for the ceremony. As this took place, as he was putting the garland onto his wife-to-be, he suffered an epileptic fit and collapsed on the floor. Now, instead of trying to help or feel sorry for him whilst he got taken away to the doctors, Indira, in a fit of anger because she had not been told that he had epilepsy and suffered from seizures, she had not been told by Mr. Kishore's family, she then decided that she was going to get married, so she just got someone out of the guests who agreed to marry her, and this was her sister's brother-in-law. They went through the wedding process and got officially married whilst Mr. Kishore was with a doctor getting treatment. And when Mr. Kishore returned to the wedding ceremony, he found that his wife-to-be was married to somebody else. He then started begging her to change her mind and pleading with her, but she absolutely refused to go back to him. Mr. Kishore's family then issued a complaint to the police about what had happened at this wedding ceremony, but apparently this has now been taken away, and one of the officers came out and said that the families have settled their issues, although this still leaves Mr. Kishore without a wife and a guy who just turned up as a guest, now married. Well, with that weird situation, that's how I'm going to end today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.